Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Farm. Thinking right out here in my lab where I do what I do for you. I just got to redo half of my show because it got shut down for too much. I had too many stuff on my computer that just shut down. So I had to go get rid of some stuff so I can come back. So that's what this show is about, part two, to what knowing thyself is knowing your or seeing your flaws and correcting them. I was writing the part we talk about my man. Oh, intro. Sorry about that. I'm ready to get into the lesson. I'm sorry. Okay. Right, this is 25 Rules to Live By. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Sorry about that. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to, know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but that's what I do for you. If tune in. If you're not going to answer yourself, tune in. I got you. Sorry about that. But a person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and two might not be true. This is part two of the know thyself. I gave that the spiel before we got started. Let's jump into the lesson. I got a few minutes. All right. Now, I was finishing up with it's been a while. Okay, no. If you don't know that other people see your flaws a lot of times before you do, then that means you don't know you. You ain't paying attention to you, and you're not the focus of what you're doing for you. You worry about everything else except you. That's a definite no-no. But, and personally, I pride myself on this one. Becoming flawless, okay, is the goal, intended goal for what? My right thinkers. Why? Perfection is striven for. You practice for it. You work on it. And the more flaws that you correct, the better you become as a person. Perfection is, again, equated by you. You the judge of that. I give you information. When you master it, it's because of the work that you put in. I don't give you mastery. I don't give you mastership. No, you get it yourself. That's when God steps in. That's when it becomes you and God. My job is to get you to Him by all means, any means necessary, and make that happen. So that's my job. That's what I'm trying to get you. And telling you about your flaws and recognize them. It's just another means to help you with that on the road. Okay, this is information for self-improvement. And again, your flaws have to be corrected for you to improve your own self. See where we're going with this? Okay. And again, it's been a while since I was called out on my flaws. Now, I don't run around, rah, 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 rah. Nope, but I always, I check myself first. And if I feel good about what I'm doing and how I'm doing, I could care less about what somebody think or feel, okay? If I feel like I'm doing what I need to do, then I'm flawless. That's personal. Again, I don't let nobody judge me. Moving on, you shouldn't either. Knowing your own flaws is, okay? And this guy we got running the show, he don't have a clue about his flaws. He ain't addressing near one. That's all ego. And at 79 years old, and he ain't changing. You can forget that. You can change you. He ain't trying to change. Ain't y'all figure that out about 79 years? Y'all think of something from different? He was a bad president the first time. He's even worse the second go around. You thought he was going to get better? I told you it didn't. Moving on. Again, a flaw that you can recognize in people. And why we act like we don't see it, again, my man Gil Scott said it better, best. The world right now is on the edge of its seat. defeat on the horizon. And very surprising, we all see it, we all know it, but we all claim not to. That's insanity or denial. See it, recognize it, it is what it is. Now, at least you can deal with it better. Sticking your head in the sand, act like it don't happen, ain't the answer. Deal with it, move on, recognize it for what it is. And I know, excuse me, it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while since I've been called out. Why? Because I'm constantly working on my flaws. Personally, daily. What I worked on 5 years ago, I'm still working on it. Why? I'm perfecting it now. It shouldn't be still working on it. It should be already in my bag. Moving on. And that's how you acquire life lessons and wisdom. As you go through life, you can learn from anybody. All that, of course, you got a little wisdom. You want to teach everybody. When you going to learn? I learn something every day. Not just from the books, but in life, just moving around, talking, engaging. Simple. I'm living this thing, okay, on my terms. Moving on. Knowing your own flaws. And this is the problem we got with this clown. Not correcting them. Ding, 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 ding. Even if he knew him. And he know because we tell him all the time. Now, sister, we moron. We tell him everything we can use to tell you about stuff means nothing to him. I'm running the country well. If us going to hell, you can say, yeah, you doing that crap, bang up job, hoorah, because you doing just that when we going straight to hell like I told you we would. And watch this, when you don't recognize your own flaws, when you're rich, white, and old, you can get away with that. But guess what? You will never reach self-mastery. You'll never know yourself. So you destined for reincarnation. I know that's in you. I ain't got to wish bad luck. I mean, I got to care less about him or luck. He on his own. If people point out your flaws to you constantly, daily, you must not be doing something right. Even if you're the president, don't make a difference about your position. That's all. We even see it more now. Why? The cameras are on you all the time. Okay? And everything you do is being magnified. So you really want that? Okay. Be careful what you wish for. Do everything you do, good or bad, we see, we know, we hear, we smell. Okay? All those things is recognizable. Okay? But it takes a person with integrity and honesty to be able to look at themselves and see their flaws and correct them. Ye of little integrity. Ye with very low honesty. Don't have a clue about you, yourself, and when you do, it's just egotistical, okay? So, you don't see none of that, okay? That's like a person with BO. They don't smell it. Bad breath, they don't smell it. Why don't they know they can't smell it, but everybody else could? Moving on. That's the character flaw, that same analogy. I want to use that. Now, we all have flaws, again, in our character until what? We correct them. If you don't think it's a problem, you're not going to correct it. I look at me, and everything I don't like about me, I correct. That's just me. But those who correct them go on, what? To reach self-mastery. That's how it's done. If you ain't doing that, that's what I'm saying. You never reach it. Why? You can talk all you want, think all you want, but if you ain't putting the work in, it's all for naught. Y'all say prayer without works. It's the same concept. No difference. Okay? But it takes, okay, no, I did that already. But when you can be honest with yourself, a lot of us, that's our main flaws in our character. Not being honest with oneself. What's that about? I don't understand. But when you can be honest, and that's what you should be, now you can get and correct your flaws. That's right in philosophy. Take it personal and work on them. That way the person who said, oh, you an a-hole because how you act, stop acting like an a-hole and they can't call you that. But if you act like one, they're just telling the truth. You see where I'm going with this? You see, it's all about you. And if that's who you are, how you are, don't get mad at them. I keep saying that to you. Take your flaws personal and work on them. Instead of lashing out and trying to defend them and justify them. That's compound of the problem. When you tell somebody about their character, I'm making excuses. So they, guess what? I'm not going to change. Leave them be. I'm learning that lesson too. That's like casting your pearl at swine. You can tell them the best advice in the world. They ain't trying to hear it. Why? Because it goes against what they think and what they believe about themselves. So let them be. That's why it's self-improvement. You shouldn't have that. They'll tell you about yourself. Piss them off. Okay? Do something. And they will, all your business. Whatever they're going to tell it. Okay? Why? They know it. They know they'll tell. They can't tell what they don't know. Remember, ignorant means not to know. So you want to keep them as ignorant as possible about things you don't want them talking about. Make sense? Moving on. But this is character building. Watch this. Also understanding who to trust, who not to trust. That's always a part of my deal. Now, when you can, did that. Here we go, right there, perfect segue. Self-improvement is all about what? Thyself, yourself. You need to improve what? What you know and understand about yourself. And if you're getting information, you're getting knowledge, you're getting wisdom being downloaded to you, given to you, and you not taking it, or you're taking it and not using it, is a waste of both of y'all's time. Moving on. I give this for you to use it. Self-improvement, it means that you will correct your flaws and better yourself. In order for you to gain mastery of yourself, you have to become better. Unless you're already there. I don't need to work on me. Wait a minute. You know yourself? You at that level? You need honest? You woke? No, but shut up. If you're not, you should be working on it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here to debate and argue. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to help you out one way or another. If you got it, you don't need my assistance. You don't need my help. But if not, you might want to tune in and practice. Moving on. Again, wrapping it up. I appreciate you. This is the other half of the show. So, again, self-improvement means just that. You improve yourself. Home improvement. Everything that means improvement means you're doing something better. You're going to enhance it. I took all my flaws, and it was a few. All right? Again, being honest. God damn it, ain't nothing wrong with being honest. If you was bad, how bad? Don't make a difference. Bad is bad. Ain't no, I was just bad that. No, bad is bad. Now I'm being good. How good? Same thing. So all that don't mean nothing. Either this or that. That's it. That's what my eye tells you. You're going to be either doing this or you're going to be doing that. Your choice. I made my choice. When I did that, that was my choice. Me doing this, the choice I ever made. Why? It's still my choice, but I'm benefiting. That choice didn't benefit me. When you correct your flaws, and I came out of prison in 1984. I've been working on my flaws ever since. Can you say that? That's why I know what I'm doing. Can you say that? Again, this is just that, I'm not here blowing smoke. I ain't here trying to gaslight you about a whole bunch of nonsense. I keep it real. And this is all right thinking philosophy based on true life stories. Mine. Moving on. And no matter how far or how many corrections they made in their life, the goal is to what? Be the best yourself. Be your best self. And that means correcting your flaws that's keeping you from being your best self. Boy, I'm about to put the paper down and just start winging it. I'm scared of doing that. Why? Because I don't know where I might end up. So that's why I got to try to keep the structure. But sometimes I just want to I can go this way. I can go a whole bunch of ways. I got a whole bunch of options. I keep options. So let's go. I try to stick to this one, though. I remember, it's a lesson. If I'm in class environment, I have fun that way. Well, I can just have fun. Okay? Moving on. Oh, watch this. Now, becoming flawless. Being your best self. Striving for greatness. Preparing for greatness. That's what this is all about. Your character flaw is holding you back from being your best or your greatest self. Muhammad Ali did it perfect for us, okay? Not just in the ring, outside the ring, in life. That's the true test, the measure of the man. Not for what they do. Yeah, that's cool. But outside of that, back in the day, you judged the football player by his number. He didn't have no name. He was a Brown. Jim Brown, 32. You saw that. It wasn't a question. Gail Sears, number 40. You didn't have to question that. Bart Starr, 15. All these numbers. Back in the day, we was numbers, okay? And that was pretty much understanding. But now, you know every little thing about him, and as a person, you might not like him, but the athlete, you might love him. So some things are just a little different. I keep saying, some people, you want to keep them right there. Why? Because you know other things about him, you might not like him. That's all. But good people, good person, you like everything about him. Simple. That's the difference. Transparency. You might like him because he's good at that, but did you know he creeped on his wife? Did you know he gambled problems? You know he got drug issues? See, all those is personal stuff that nobody wants to know, but in this time and era, they're going to know everything you do. So if you're doing something wrong, this ain't the time to be doing it. Why? Really? Moving on. Really? All right. We come out of Pisces. Everything was secret. Everything was on the low. That was perfect for me. Why? What I was doing, I kept on the lows. I was right in time. I'm a good guy now. I don't do the low thing. But if I was that now, if this guy's around, man, we be rolling. We be right where we want to be. And that's what hell. Okay? Sodom and Gomorrah, I got the lesson for you coming up. White America, Sodom and Gomorrah. Moving on. Okay. Everybody start looking at this. What fire and brimstone should be coming down any day now. Any day now. See, I'll get caught up. I'll be going somewhere else. I'll get back to the lesson. Sorry about that. Where we at? Becoming flawless. Okay. Not worrying about your flaws is either ignorant or egotistical. Either one is wrong thinking. Why? If you know you got a character flaw and you ain't trying to correct it, that says a lot about your character. I ain't even gonna get into that one. I can go a whole bunch of ways with that one. But think about that. All right. If you can perfect, aka purify your heart with what? With righteous, virtuous, living, doing good right this later. What happened? Then that's what you do when daily. The rewards that you get when you're doing it with, they come due daily. I keep trying to tell you, every day I'm blessed. First of all, I'm not just like, oh, I'm blessed, I'm highly. No, that's nonsense. I can tell you, every day I receive blessing. How I live. That's how I receive my blessing. How you get yours? Oh, I pray. Okay, after you pray, what you do? Moving on. I pray, I meditate, I put the good work in, I do what I need to do. That's what I get blessed for. Trust me, you would too. If that's what you're doing, by all means. Whatever religion you follow, I don't care. But do those things. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Philosophy is something you can practice. You ain't got to denounce nothing or become nothing. I ain't asked you to do nothing except get the view, take the lesson, and use them. And let me know if it worked for you. Moving on. I've been called a lot of things. Wrong, haven't been one yet. All right, wrapping it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. I get to keep the lesson. Living right. Again. Doing right. Doing what's right is what? Correcting your flaws is. Why? Because when you're doing what's wrong, that's a flaw. When you're thinking wrong, that's a flaw. When your intentions ain't admirable and right, another flaw. So these are the things that you got to work on personally. My job is just point you in the right direction. I'm a spiritual GPS. I just want to, no, this way. No, this way. What want to do? No. This way, the right way. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I got to go and close the right thinkers. May y'all let it be 100. Me, 100 mindset day. So I've never known my right thinkers who knowing how to correct their flaws is have passed away. I'm out.